Ethan had a habit of late-night online shopping. He didn't need half the things he bought, but curiosity and boredom made him click by now more often than he admitted. One evening, while scrolling through a bizarre marketplace, a listing caught his eye. Mystery pet egg, rare creature inside, only a few left. The description suspiciously vague, but the idea of owning a rare pet was too tempting. Ethan imagined a mini dinosaur, a glowing lizard, maybe even a dragon. For $39.99, how could he resist? 3 days later, a small box arrived. Inside was an oval-shaped, dirt-smudged object wrapped in tissue paper. Ethan held it carefully, convinced it was an egg. To the untrained eye, it looked very much like a large potato. But Ethan was convinced otherwise. "This," he whispered dramatically, "is my destiny." He placed the egg in a shoebox lined with a towel and positioned a desk lamp overhead to mimic warmth. He even Googled how to hatch rare eggs and followed random advice from strangers on forums. Each morning, he misted it lightly with water, whispered words of encouragement, and documented progress on social media. Friends were quick to notice. "That's a potato," his coworker remarked after seeing a photo. "No," Ethan corrected. "It's a rare creature waiting to be born." Days passed. The egg didn't wiggle, didn't crack, didn't show the slightest sign of life. Still, Ethan refused to give up. He made charts predicting the hatch date, gave daily updates to his followers, and even posted videos of himself reading bedtime stories to the egg. The internet, of course, roasted him mercilessly. Comments ranged from, "Bro, you're incubating hash browns. Congratulations, it's a tater tot." 3 weeks later, frustration crept in. Convinced the egg needed encouragement, Ethan gently tapped it to simulate a mother bird. Nothing. He tapped harder. Still nothing. Finally, while trying to reposition it, the egg slipped from his hands and landed on the floor with a dull thunk. Instead of cracking like a shell, the outer skin scraped off, revealing unmistakable potato flesh. Ethan froze. His mouth dropped open. No, it can't be. His neighbor Carla happened to walk in just then. She stared at the potato on the floor and burst out laughing. "You paid $40 for a potato?" "It's a rare potato," Ethan muttered, embarrassed. At first, he thought about tossing it away. But then, staring at the humble spud, something shifted. It cared for it, watched over it, talked to it. In a strange way, it already felt like family. So he gave it a name. Egbert. Egbert became Ethan's unexpected companion. He placed it in a little basket, drew googly eyes on it, and carried it around. Friends mocked him, but Ethan leaned into the joke. He posted photos of Egbert on picnics, sitting in front of the TV, even helping with laundry. To his surprise, the internet fell in love. Within weeks, Egbert had his own fan page. Followers posted memes, drew fan art, and demanded daily updates. Comments poured in. "Protect Egbert at all costs. This is the hero we didn't know we needed. Finally, a pet I could keep alive." Soon, companies reached out, offering to feature Egbert in ads. One potato chip brand sent a message, "We'd like Egbert to be our mascot. Call us." Ethan shook his head, laughing. "I set out to hatch a rare pet, and I ended up raising a potato celebrity." In the end, Ethan realized he hadn't been scammed at all. The seller had promised something amazing, and Egbert truly was just not in the way he'd expected. And so, the man who bought a mystery egg online ended up with a potato, and somehow, it turned out to be the best pet he could have asked for.